Well, it's hard to follow. I've got to start with this. Thank you for those that showed up. I have to say that it's unfortunate that I probably invited 200, 300 people, and I'm going to blame it on the weather. There you go. But anyhow, my name's Rick Aspril. My wife and I, who I should say retired to Garden Valley. That's a little better.
Yes, it is.
Anyhow, my wife, Sally, and myself retired to Garden Valley, and I thought that at that point in time, the only polls I'd be worried about, which one I'd grab to go chase every fish in Idaho. And Commissioner Holmes, met Commissioner Holmes, and he basically informed me of what's going on up here and what we need to do, and how he felt that my qualifications would make me perfect for the position of Commissioner in District 2. Now, he mentioned a little bit about my background. I spent the 10 years on the Chicago Fire Department as officer in charge of the paramedic rescue squad. It was a great job, and growing up as a first job, you couldn't have asked for a better one. Then it got a little too dangerous. I had my first child, and it was time to go, and our pastor owned a construction company, and I accepted a position from him and got into heavy equipment operating, deep, heavy civil engineering projects. So from there, I went to 30 years of heavy civil engineering, working for the government on government, or I should say on taxpayer-funded projects for the next 30 years, and probably well over $1 billion. I've never run for political office, and I probably sound like it. So when that changes, I guess I should worry more, but get a little better at it. Here's why I feel I'm the most qualified for your vote as Commissioner in District 2. I know with my hands-on experience how government should run. After driving 1,000 miles, speaking to residents all over this county, department heads, county workers, I've come up with an action plan to make this county run like a business. And I think that's where everyone that runs a business, they either run it right or it goes under. Right. And we need to run this county right. Here are some of my core beliefs. They took a lot of thunder out of my speech, and I'm glad they did. I'll finish a little quicker that way. Here are my core beliefs. My faith is in my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I go to Him for guidance. One of the things I really want to do is provide transparency to voters. After driving those miles and talking to numerous people, I keep hearing the same answers, what they'd like to see in government, and that's transparency. And the thing that I would like to do, I will do immediately, is tell, or I should say live stream every commissioner's meeting online as a long drive to Idaho City every week, but give the people, the voters, a chance to see these meetings live, the agenda a week before the meeting. And let's say you have a disagreement, or you might even have a neighbor who has a disagreement with what you see in the agenda, it's affecting their property or something. They'll have that opportunity while they're attending the live meeting to make a 3-minute comment, no different than if you drove and spoke before the commissioners in Idaho City. All of this will be recorded, all of this will be archived, and say someone doesn't want to watch it at 9 o'clock in the morning, they can go in and actually pick up the archived meetings and actually know what's going on and have a voice in government. That's what I'd really like to see as far as transparency. And some of the other cores would be defend our federal and state constitutions, defend our Second Amendment rights, now even under attack in Idaho's Supreme Court. And I thought when I Googled for the most red state to retire in, and one that was to be thought to last the longest and forever, I think it was Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho number 3. And you'll find your Google search not to show it quite the same, which is unfortunate in such a short time. I attended the 10th anniversary dinner for the Second Amendment Alliance in Nampa a couple of weeks ago. And the last state I'd ever thought I'd be concerned about our Second Amendment rights, we're in it right now. And there's a case before the state Supreme Court right now addressing just that. So we got to keep a watch on that. Next would be provide our children in our schools with education, not Marxist indoctrination. Family values and morals, I believe, should be taught at home by the parents, not by someone in a school that is strings tied to grant money and that type of thing. Protect the unborn children and their right to life. No more COVID, government mandates whatsoever. And most of all, defend our God-given rights. The most important thing you can do as a voter, and this is something I can't recommend enough, is study the history, the qualifications of the people. Don't look as much at the list of committees they're on and this and that and this and that, because when you look at that list, being on a committee is maybe an hour a month, if that. And one of my opponents, as Gene mentioned, missed numerous one-hour meetings throughout the year, and these are Zoom meetings, so it's not like it's because it snowed or anything like that. You could go online. Missed numerous meetings, then she's graduated to a chair level and didn't hold a meeting for 5 months. That's the type of people we have to get out and get people in the care. And as we know, we know nationwide, elections have consequences. Check the candidate's experience carefully. Elections that are stolen from the most qualified candidate is a mistake that will last for 4 years, in my case, in District 2. And in closing, I will actually do what I've always wanted politicians to do, and that is to actually be here for we the people. I will be your voice on a fresh new county commissioners board and do more than just listen. I appreciate again you being here tonight and appreciate your vote. Talk to a neighbor, and please vote for me, District 2 Commissioner. Thank you very much.
Thank you.